The biggest mystery in Naruto isn't who killed the Uchiha clan, it's this. How did Hashirama Senju die when nobody in the entire shinobi world could even come close to killing him? Think about it. This man was called the God of Shinobi. He bullied tailed beasts like they were pets. Even Madara Uchiha at full power still lost to him. So explain this. How does a man stronger than every Kage, stronger than Madara, just suddenly die before the first great ninja war even ended? And it gets worse. People with Hashirama's cells practically become immortal. Madara survived into Obito's generation using them. Orochimaru called his DNA the ultimate power source. Shinobi literally injected themselves with Hashirama cells, hoping to become gods. So, if random people gained insane life force from his cells, then why did the original Hashirama die so early? And don't forget, the Senju are descendants of Ashura Otsutsuki. Their chakra and vitality were already monstrous. His wife, Mito Uzumaki, lived far longer than him. Madara extended his own lifespan. Hashirama Senju wasn't some ordinary shinobi. This was the God of Shinobi, the man who defeated Madara Uchiha, the man who captured tailed beast with his bare hands. And somehow, he dies. Just like that. No explanation. No legendary final battle. No confirmed illness. Nothing. And what's even stranger, nobody seems interested in finding out what happened. Not Tobirama, not Hiruzen, not Orochimaru, not even Madara. In a world where every powerful shinobi's death is documented, Hashirama's is practically classified. But here's where it gets suspicious. After Hashirama died, everything changed. Tobirama became Hokage. The Senju slowly vanished from the story, and the balance of power in the ninja world shifted overnight. Then there's his cells. For decades, nations, scientists, and villains obsessed over Hashirama's DNA. Why? Because even a tiny fraction of his power could change the world. So if his cells were that valuable, imagine how many people would have benefited from the man himself disappearing. What if it was mysterious because the people who knew never talked? Why was Orochimaru so obsessed with Hashirama's cells? The answer is way darker than you think. Orochimaru's plan was terrifying. He kidnapped 60 children, injecting them with Hashirama's DNA to create a new wood release user. Every child was thought to have died, except one. That survivor? Yamato. But Orochimaru didn't stop there. He implanted Hashirama's cells into Danzo Shimura, granting him wood release and the ability to spam Izanagi over and over. He even used the cells to upgrade his Edo Tensei, giving him tighter control over the dead and making them nearly unstoppable. And then, it got even crazier. Orochimaru created artificial humans like Mitsuki and Log, capable of using Sage transformation. Finally, he went as far as implanting the cells into his own body, letting him recover from fatal wounds and even build himself entirely new vessels. So in the end, Hashirama's legacy wasn't just wood release. It was the fuel for Orochimaru's most twisted experiments. But there's one experiment he never revealed. What if I told you wood release was never a real clan ability? Think about it. If wood style truly belonged to the Senju, then why couldn't Tobirama Senju use it? Why not Tsunade? Two of the strongest Senju, and not a single trace of it. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. Hashirama Senju wasn't just powerful. He was a genetic anomaly. Wood style, instant regeneration, chakra so insane that people literally experimented on his cells for decades just to copy him. Let that sink in. Even in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, every single wood style user, artificial, built using Hashirama's DNA. And before you say Asura, he never used wood style in canon. So what does that mean? Wood release wasn't a Senju inheritance. It was a one-time mutation. There was never a wood style bloodline. There was only Hashirama. And if that's true, then what exactly was in his body that no one else? Do you know Hashirama Senju, the God of Shinobi, the man who dreamed of peace? What if I told you he's the reason the ninja world fell apart? He captured the tailed beasts and gave them away like political gifts, arming nations with nuclear weapons and calling it balance. He trusted Madara's loyalty, then crushed his dream for equality. He built the foundation of Konoha, but also planted the seeds of corruption that Danzo, Tobirama, and the elders grew from. Hashirama's dream wasn't peace, it was control disguised as unity. So maybe the God of Shinobi was just the first man to lie about peace.
What if the legendary Senju brothers, Hashirama and Tobirama, had to fight to the death? Could Tobirama actually defeat the God of Shinobi? The answer might surprise you. We all know Hashirama Senju was one of the strongest shinobi in history. Meanwhile, his younger brother Tobirama was a fearless warrior and one of the greatest tacticians of his time. But if these two clashed, who would win? If you're thinking Tobirama never stood a chance, think again. He didn't fear Hashirama. He respected him. Even Kinkaku and Ginkaku, who nearly killed the second Raikage, were nothing compared to Tobirama's power. But here's the problem. Tobirama's flying Raijin and direct attacks? Useless. Hashirama's insane regeneration from his wood release and Sage mode would make any assault ineffective. So, could Tobirama win? Yes, but only with one trick up his sleeve, reanimation jutsu. Imagine him reviving someone like Ashina Uzumaki, the legendary Uzumaki leader, along with an army of powerful reanimated warriors. That might just give him a chance to counter Hashirama's godlike abilities. But even then, Hashirama's deep connection with nature and his overwhelming power might still be too much. So what do you think? Could Tobirama ever win?